Hello, my name is Petzold. I'm a general practitioner and developed the goal setting for the medical practice to make the work with people with chronic diseases more successful and to achieve more satisfaction. Goal setting means creating an explicit basis for our medical and therapeutic cooperation with our patients. When patients have named their attractive health goals and, if possible, have agreed them in writing with a doctor, they are much more motivated to cooperate than without a goal-setting agreement. An evaluation of written target agreements in family doctors' practices from 2009 to 2014 in the Lighthouse Project Gesundes Kindsichtal by the University of Freiburg showed significant success in terms of health-related lifestyle. In its report on this study, the German Ärztezeitung described the target agreements as therapy boosters, especially for people with chronic diseases. Identifying and clearly naming the therapeutic goal desired by the patient and the one that seems possible and a realistic way to achieve it leads to more self-activity of the patient with regard to a healthy lifestyle, relief of the physician from unexpressed, implicit, and too high expectations, all in all to a better, possibly co-creative cooperation between patient and doctors. In the medical practice, the goal setting is communicated as a prevention offer for all patients. Patients with chronic diseases are actively asked by the medical assistant and the doctor to agree on a written goal setting. Usually, a trained medical assistant goes through the questionnaire with a patient and with her questions deepens the patient's goal-finding process. The physician then reflects on the results together with the patient. In these conversations, the patient's self-perception with regard to the attractive goals and his own resources is stimulated and deepened. The interest of the doctor and his staff in listening to the patient's needs, concerns, and self-assessments alone already has a positive effect on the patient's healthy self-regulation. Once the patient has found and named his or her most important attractive health goals, the doctor can suggest something else that seems important to him or her and coordinate it with the patient. The patient should also determine the time period for approaching his goals. When formulating the goals, the following criteria should be taken into account. Positive. Only positive goal formulations, such as answers to the following exemplary questions: what would I like to be able to do? How do I want to feel? For example, free to. There must be no negations in the formulation of the goal, such as none, not, less, without, free of. Feasible. It must be possible to specify concrete steps that are within the power of the patient or the therapist. There should at least be hope that the goal can be achieved. A relevant approximation should be possible in principle. Achievement does not have to be probable. Perceptible. How can the patient perceive, feel, measure an approach on his goal? Success should be perceptible for the patient and, if possible, also for other people, therapists and family. If patients are interested in further reflection on their goals and their own activities, they are encouraged to do so in the questionnaire with 3 general questions, where they can ask themselves from time to time. What is important for me? What do I need? And what could I do to feel good? What do I want and can I learn from experience of crisis and illness? In many therapy and consulting sessions, these 3 questions have proven to be key to stimulating health self-regulation. Thank you very much for your attention.